Well, hello YouTube. We are back in the shop and stuff. This is an airplane wing spar. So this big piece of metal sitting here, and it's quite heavy, is what they call it's a spar. This is where your wing, this is the main the main beam for your wing assembly. So we got two for a right and a left. So I've got it here on the bench. What we did is we took two, took two of the benches, tied them together, as you guys can see there. And so now we've got this spar across both benches. Today in the shop, what we have to do is, if you go down there and look at that spar on the floor, there's an extension. Now I couldn't do this one. I couldn't prime that extension like I did this one. I wanted to do both of them, but actually Vans sent me two of the same pieces. There's a right and a left spar, and there actually is these extensions. There's a right and a left extension, and they sent me two lefts. Yeah, two lefts, because this is the left spar here. They sent me two left extensions, so I got another one coming. But today in the shop, so what we did is we got the parts primed, and we are going to go down here to this end here, and we are going to extend it out. And it would be better if I show you. So we're going to extend this out and then put in the brackets to do that. A lot of people will ask, well, why didn't they, when they built the spar, why didn't they just add it out? I think it has a lot to do with weight. If you think about it, this is just a lighter gauge aluminum here. The weight of this versus extending the thickness of this extruded here is probably a factor. The other factor is maybe this is in the calculation of the 51%, right? Because you got to build 51% of the airplane. So this is going to go on here, and then we're going to rivet. We're going to rivet these pieces up and basically make like they do in a girder. So these are the pieces. So we painted these yesterday, and these are ready to go. So I'm going to get those riveted on today, and then we will proceed to clamp up. There's this J-Chanell that we cut yesterday. So that's the thing. My only recommendation: get yourself a labeler. Label your parts: inboard, top and bottom, upper, and so that way you don't get confused. And see, so that's what I did. So this is a left spar, and this is the upper, and this is the bottom. So get yourself and get them labeled that way. How do you know it's the left? Don't make the same mistake that I made, and let me show you. So what I did is I actually thought Vans shipped me the wrong spar, or one of the wrong spars. And the reason why I thought that is because I didn't read. So the plans only show the left spar. It only shows the left spar. Let me say that again. The plans only show the left spar. They do not show the right spar. But whatever you do on the left spar, you have to do on the right spar. So this is the mistake I made. So I was presented with this picture, and I said, oh, left and right spar. So this is the left, this is the right. Well, when I put them up there, my hole, it didn't line up. And I was freaking out, because shipping back this solid piece of metal and getting a new one is quite expensive. So I thought, oh, they messed up. No. This is and it does say left, and it does say left. This is just showing the left spar from one side or the other. And the plans will always do that in this case. So they only show you. So all of these plans are the left spar. They do not show you the right spar in these plans. So don't freak out. Don't get confused. So when you're setting this up, so you do everything on the left spar first, and then you then do it on the right spar. Now, what I'm going to do once I get the plate, because the first order of operations, we got to put that extension on. So unfortunately, I'm a little bit at a disadvantage here until I get that. Van said it is coming with or they are putting it in the mail to me here soon. So I can only work on the left spar. But a lot of builders will put the left and the right spar on their table and then do the operations pretty much at the same time. Some builders will do all the left first and then come back and do the right. Teach their own, whatever works for you. There is a pretty significant, we have to do a lot of countersinking. Every one of these holes has to be done. There's a lot of drilling and stuff. So I don't know. I think at this point, you could probably just do one and then go on to the other. So enough of that. I've been talking for 5 minutes. This plane, as you guys know, is not going to build itself. I got to put the camera down and I got to get to work. All right, YouTube. So what I did, so I got the end riveted on. You go down here, we'll just walk down here and you'll see that riveted on. So that is now in place. Now we have this J-Chanell that we have to put in as a stiffener. J-Chanell stiffener, they call it. I don't know why they call it. Well, let me show you. My video sucks. So this is a J-Chanell. I do apologize. It's getting dark outside. So this is the J-Chanell. We have to rivet, or we have to match drill this channel in. So, and it's got to be, and the lip has got to be 1/16 of an inch out. So how do you do that? Well, you take your micrometer here and you set it to 1/16, and see that tail right there? So that should line up perfectly with that, and then you just go down. So what I did is I took out, I didn't have as many clamps in going down. I just hit like maybe every third or fourth one of these, and then I loosened it up, and that allowed me to kind of move it in and out, and then I clamped it down. And so that way I was able to get the 1/16 of an inch all the way down. And that's what that should be. And so that's how you use your micrometers. See, that one there is a little bit out. So what I need to do is, where was it? It was actually this guy right here. So you take this one off. You ever so slightly just reach in there and kind of pull it out. There we go. Much better. This one here, it's almost like that J-Chanell right here. Oh, I see what's going on, because the seam comes together right here. So that's got a little cattywampus. That's a technical term. There we go. Pull that out just ever so slightly. And that works. Now what we're going to do is can't believe I'm doing this. I'm able to do this one-handed. These clamps are a lot stronger and stiffer than the Clecos. Go to the gym. Clamp that one down. There we go. Take another measurement just to make sure, and we are dead on. There you go. And a 1/16 of an inch all the way down. And there you go. So that's how you do this. Now, what I have to do is every one of these holes in this J-Chanell now, I need to drill, to match drill. Now, I take that back. Not every hole. The instructions clearly state there are some here. You look here, and these are in the lower. So this is the lower And the way that I know it's a lower is, see this reinforcing rib right here? See how this is shorter than the reinforcing? So this is the upper and this is the lower. And while I have this up, what I need to do is print my label, and then we will get that one, we'll get that labeled. That way we know that's the lower. All right. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do it tonight. It's a lot of drilling. I gotta go and mark on here per the plans, and I do apologize for the shadows. I got to mark because not these J stiffeners don't get per the instructions, do not match drill. So I have to go and figure those out and where they're in relation, and I'll tape them off. But tomorrow when I come into the shop, we will pull out the drill and we will proceed to drill out this this J-channel. But man, it is a hot one in here today. So I am going to call it a night. I've done my pittance. It's my 2 hours. And so I am going to, like I said, call it a night and come back at it bright and early tomorrow. Well, not bright and early, but come back at it tomorrow and hit it and get this drilled out. And then what we have to do is flip it over. After we drill this J-channel out, we have to flip it over, and then we have to do the same thing on the other side. So there you go. There is a lot of work, even though this portion of the build is relatively small pages. It's only maybe 6 or 7 pages per the instructions. There you go. So 2 more pages. The problem is, not the problem, the thing is that we have to put in all these nut plates. And then on top of that, not only do we have to put in the nut plates, but we also have to countersink at various depths and stuff. So it's a very complex operation. And it's very critical. This is the wing spar. This is what the wing, this is the support structure for the wing. So you don't want to mess this up. You don't want to mess any of it up, but this one here, you really got to get right. And as you guys can probably imagine, this is a pretty significant piece of engineering here that was done. I didn't do all this. This comes from vans already done like this, with all these support structures in, all of the doublers in, and all riveted and stuff. So this is not something that you want to mess up for obvious reasons, but also it can be very, very costly. I would suspect that you're looking at several hundred, if not $1,000 worth of material, just material here. Some pretty significant machinery. So with that, if you have any comments, concerns, you guys know the routine, put them in the comment section. I'll get to them when I can. And like always, be well, be safe, and may God bless you.